Welcome to the Breathe Easy with Air Care podcast. I'm your host, Jack Emerson, and with me is co-host Rachel Sloan. Today our topic is Air Care's permanent washable air filters. Let's get started. We're talking today about something, well, pretty essential in our homes and offices, the air we breathe. Specifically, permanent washable air filters.
Yeah, these are definitely gaining traction, not your typical disposable ones. And the info we're drawing on comes from Air Care. They've been in this indoor air quality game for, over 45 years?
That's a lot of experience.
Mm-hmm.
So fundamentally, how do these things actually work? It's not just a simple screen, right?
No, it's pretty clever, actually. They harness static electricity, an electrostatic charge, technically.
Okay, like when you rub a balloon on your hair,
Yeah.
it sticks to things?
Exactly like that. As the air moves through the filter material, it generates that static charge on the fibers.
So the fibers become like little magnets for dust and stuff floating in the air.
Precisely. Pollen, dust, dander, they get drawn to those charged fibers and just stick there.
Until you wash them off, I assume.
Right, until cleaning time.
Which brings up the big question. Why bother switching from the disposables we're all used to? What are the real upsides here?
Well, there are quite a few, actually. The most obvious one, they last. You install it, and that's it. No more buying filters every few months.
That's huge, both for the wallet and, for cutting down on waste. It's kind of like choosing a reusable water bottle over single-use ones.
It's exactly that mindset. Plus, a big health point. They improve your indoor air without producing any harmful ozone, which some electronic air cleaners can do.
Good point. And they're effective against the common culprits: dust, pollen, pet hair.
Oh, yeah. They do a good job trapping those everyday irritants.
And logically, if it's trapping more airborne stuff, maybe less of it settles on your furniture. Less dusting.
That's often a side benefit people notice, yeah. Less frequent house cleaning can be a nice bonus. And Air Care offers a limited lifetime warranty on them, too.
That definitely shows confidence in the product's lifespan.
Yeah.
So how are they built to catch stuff but still let air through easily?
It's all about the layers. They use specific layers of fibers designed to capture particles effectively, but without overly restricting the airflow. You need that balance, right? You don't want to strain your HVAC system.
Makes sense. So how small are we talking? What size particles can these filters actually grab?
They're rated to capture particles down to 10 microns in size.
10 microns. Okay, what does that include?
That range covers things like mold spores, some smoke particles, that pet dander we mentioned, and even certain types of bacteria.
Right. And how well do they capture those? Is there a rating for that?
Yes, that's called arrestance. It's the percentage of particles the filter catches. Air Care's filters boast a 94% arrestance. They actually call this the Goldilocks zone for home filters.
The Goldilocks zone, huh? Not too restrictive, filters well enough for typical homes. Just right.
Kinda, yeah. That 94% arrestance means it's catching the vast majority of particles down to that 10 micron level.
And what about particles bigger than 10 microns?
Well, those larger particles think visible dust. Most pollen, which is like 10 to 100 microns, typical dust and dander particles, mold spores, larger combustion bits, those are generally easier to trap and less likely to get really deep into your lungs anyway. The 94% at 10 microns is a pretty good sweet spot for residential use.
Okay. Now, I know Air Care has a couple of main types for the standard 1-inch filter slots most homes have.
Correct. First up is their silver frame filter. It's made with a galvanized steel frame, roll-formed, riveted for strength. Inside, you've got layers of non-woven polypropylene material, usually with some expanded steel for support. It's positioned as a sturdy, cost-effective replacement for those disposable pleated ones.
Steel frame sounds durable. And the other option?
That's the flexible frame filter. You see these a lot. Instead of rigid steel, it uses sewn polypropylene webbing for the frame. That makes it flexible, easier to squeeze into tight filter slots sometimes.
Ah, okay. And the filter media inside?
Typically, it's a layer of polyester sandwiched between two layers of that spun polypropylene material, all held in that fabric edging. Fits at most standard 1-inch tracks.
Got it. So, since they're washable,
Yeah.
how often are we talking for cleaning?
The general guideline is about every 8 to 12 weeks. But, it depends. If you run your system a lot, have pets, live in a dusty area, you might check it more often.
And the cleaning process itself, is it a chore?
Nah, it's pretty simple. You just slide the filter out, rinse it with water, usually starting on the side. The air exits the cleaner side to push the dirt back out.
Okay.
If there's stubborn grime, like kitchen grease or something, they have cleaner sprays you can use. Air Care makes one. And even a deodorizer spray if you want a fresh scent.
And then just let it dry.
Yep. Let it drip dry for maybe 15-30 minutes. Make sure it's not soaking wet and pop it back in.
Seems straightforward enough, and keeping up with that cleaning is pretty important, I guess.
Absolutely crucial. If it gets too clogged, it restricts airflow, makes your system work harder, and doesn't filter as well. Regular cleaning keeps everything running efficiently.
So wrapping things up, these washable electrostatic filters, they really do sound like a solid alternative.
That's the bottom line, yeah. They offer genuine, long-term value. It's better for the environment. You end up saving money over time because you're not constantly buying replacements, and you get consistently good indoor air quality.
Definitely something to think about next time you reach for a replacement filter, isn't it? Makes you reconsider the whole disposable habit. Permanent washable air filters from Air Care are available at most retail stores. Thank you for listening.